Without
Yeah.
further ado, though, in the bottom left corner, currently up 1-0 from Luxembourg, probably the best Starboard player in all of Luxembourg. It is Kalevi.
And in the northeast corner of Texas, what's up
Awkward.
there, Dallas? I'm not sure. Your blue Protoss player, it is Nap from the Bestest Friends.
Seemed like he was sleeping a little bit last game, but now he's probably going to wake up and beat Kalevi. The Nap references never get old.
What a great name.
Anyone's,
I wonder where he got that. I'll have to ask him sometime. Maybe he
someone
just likes to
watched
take
him.
naps. I mean, who doesn't like to take naps, though? It's very
Probably.
natural.
All right, so we're gonna see if Nap is again gonna try and go for that early Reaver, or if he's gonna try and mix it up a little bit. What you're a Protoss player, you play versus Terran. What are some different openers you can do?
Oh, there's actually a lot of different options. You can try to play just kind of very kind of I don't want to say normal, but a normal kind of Dragoon pressure into an expansion kind of macro play where you try to tech up, get leg speed, get arbiters, or maybe go for carriers. You can also do Sentinel openers, and that's something that is new in Starbow from Brood War, if you're going to compare those two games. Sentinel is a cool harass spellcaster out of the Stargate that you can definitely use to try to contain a Terran a little bit, force him to make Goliaths or Marines or turrets, when all they really want to do is make tanks, right?
I've actually seen a couple of games lately with Sentinel openers versus Terran, and it is actually really strong. It's like, it's not one of... Sometimes units we added to Starbow feel a bit weaker than the stuff that is already there, and people don't usually make them, and that's one of the things we're trying to address. But Sentinels are a strong unit. Like,
Yeah.
whenever I see people make Sentinels and go for it, they usually actually end up winning. But very few people try to do it because they're so used to just making stuff from Brood War that they don't think about the fact that it's existing.
Absolutely. Especially if you've got a lot of multitasking skill, which I don't because I'm terrible. Yeah, it's great. You know, you're laying down the traps, you're harassing the probe lines. You know, you dart in, you dart out. It can be a really effective way to play there. Oh, nice! This supply depot goes down just in time to block out that probe. Nap is able to see that the factory's going down, but no pylon block shenanigans. Kalevi makes sure to get his marine out here and keep that safe there.
Yeah, and I don't know, like Sentinel. I just want to go back to that for a little bit. Like Sentinel, it kind of feels like Say Reaver a little bit versus Zerg, where you have to, like, it can be really strong, but you need to know some specific timings, and it's very multitask intensive. And that's why how I feel Sentinel openers kind of are.
Yeah, there's a lot of decision making to make. You know, when and where to put down the traps is really important. You know, turning off the trap autocast potentially so you can try to get a bigger hit later. It's really cool. It's fun to watch. It's pretty fun to play too.
Yeah,
I really do like the Sentinel. I think it's a pretty good unit.
It has some counterplay, and actually, if you get a big enough number of units that can shoot air, they will kill the Null Orb before it connects with its units. So it's not like you have to have detection to deal with it. You just have to have a critical mass of units to deal with it. I think it's 6 Goliaths. I think you need to shoot it before it connects.
Wow, it's quite a few.
That is quite a few, though.
Yeah, and Dragoons just don't have much chance. They can. No. I've seen it happen before, but you need a lot of Dragoons.
It's so slow, so it's really hard for them.
Yeah. Now, Kalevi did get another scout off in Nap space. Now he's going to use a scan, too, to try to find... Oh, he's even calling down the SCV. What a cool play. I love this. Scanning, calling down the SCV to get down the full scout. So he will soon know exactly what's going on here. The fact that there is the Nexus coming up here for Nap. It's not going to be any sort of Reaver play or anything like that. Just going to be kind of that traditional sort of play. Sorry, dear. My wife just closed the door. She's like, okay. All this talking is obnoxious. I'm trying to watch TV.
He's busy with Starbow now. Alright, so Kalevi actually going for that one Goliath is quite interesting. He didn't see anything, so I guess it was just like a precautionary Goliath, just in case something's happening. But just going for, like you said, more of a normal play, even like a 2-gate. Like, I saw Arthur beat a very technical style that Beast the Cutie was doing with Banshees and stuff by just going for 2-gate and go attacking with his Dragoons. Like, that can be really, really strong.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
Especially, if the Terran player is going for something cute like that and don't have enough forces back home to hold. We actually see a 3rd gate coming up here for Nap as well, so going to be trying to, it's not going to be any sort of crazy fast expanding style. Just going to go ahead and establish that natural. Same time, Kalevi will be getting his down, so both players going to be finishing up their expansions around the same time, and overall, pretty normal play. We do have the robotics bay now coming up as well for Nap, so you can get out those observers. Very, very important for holding off against any sort of mind pushes, and also, of course, just having map vision. Advice for any Protoss player who wants to play Starbow. Observers are important in StarCraft 2, yes, but observers are like the best unit in Starbow. I don't care what everybody else says. They're the best. Build lots of them. I like to have like 8 of them. Knowing where your opponent is so good. Yeah. It's so important. Information is key.
There's no well, hold that thought. Nap is pushing in now with a couple of views. Oh, almost gonna lose one of them. It's gonna be very careful. Perfect move back there.
Gets away with 5 health there.
But on the other hand, that Dragoon was moving out of siege tank range like Reaver delay times of getting out of there. Okay, sorry, only Vec understands that joke, but I just had to go for it anyway.
It's a good one. No, I appreciated it.
See, I made someone laugh today.
Yeah, Ziphius had to make a change in the editor of 0.009 seconds in order to get the Reaver Scarab Splash to work the way he wanted to.
Ooh,
the Razor's Edge.
Kalevi had like, oh dude, Nap, turn around. Okay, Kalevi had 5 workers in gas, but he fixed it. And actually, luckily for Nap, he only lost shield in that Dragoon, so that will heal up slowly. And at this point, this game is a lot more even than the last one was.
Oh, absolutely. Nap is going to go ahead, and he's going to go ahead and try to get his 3rd here, looks like pretty soon. I actually really dislike this 3rd, though. I've made the mistake of taking this 3rd against Terran plenty of times, and I find that holding this 3rd is much more difficult than trying to hold maybe this 3rd or even the bottom right position. There's this little choke here, and Terran easily, like, you know, their natural push position is right across here. It can be pretty tough to hold this 3rd. So we'll see if Nap is able to hold on to it. Not to criticize, I'm just saying that I don't prefer it. And Kalevi with the scan sees it coming down.
Nice. That's a very good scan right there. That building could be anything though. I'm just kidding. So Nap is checking for 3rds, and he sees nothing. But it's not normal for Terran to go for 3rds this early. Terran can stay on 2 bases much longer than Protoss can. Basically, their units are more cost efficient, so they don't need as big as an economy. They're more cost efficient, but they're less mobile. So it makes sense to stay on less economy for a while. Right. And Zerg is the complete opposite. They have very mobile, very in cost efficient units. That word is horrible. And,
cost inefficient.
Thank you. Cost ineffective units. They need to take many bases to support their army and keep producing. So that's just the way it is. It's basically the same in StarCraft 2, though, to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Well, except for Protoss and Terran kind of.
Yeah, Protoss and Terran are kind of switched in StarCraft 2. Kind of reversed roles there. So some vultures out on the map. Don't have speed yet, but do have mines. They're going to start throwing those down around the map, being obnoxious little vultures. Nap is prepared for any sort of vulture run by, though. He does have a nice wall here with the gateways, got a few Dragoons holding a position, and also going to throw the photon cannon up there behind that. So no vulture run by shenanigans are going to get past Nap. Oh, the probe transfer is a bad timing. Okay, good. Only loses 2 probes. Nope, make that a 3rd one.
Oh, but now the Dragoons know that they need an observer to check out what's going on.
He just sent 2 out on the map to do some scouting and like catch up with his other Dragoon forces, though. So he does. Is he making another one? Okay, he's got another one on the way. So, and what we have here, we got a little bit of a zealot drop here. Just a warp prism. I almost called it a warp shuttle. What's wrong with me?
It's a warp shuttle.
A warp shuttle with 2 of those. Now these vultures are going for the cannon, and ooh, they will get the cannon, but they'll lose, almost all the vultures, though.
Yeah, that's not very efficient.
Yeah, to take down some probes, though. Total number of workers killed, 6 for Kalevi, 2 for Nap, so nothing game-breaking at all. Nap is behind by a few workers, but he does have that 3rd established quicker. And he does still have this Dragoon force at the front, which is always really nice.
He really needs to pull back.
Oh yeah, tanks in the high ground. Oh, do take down 1 Dragoon, but only lost 1. Not the end of the world. And Kalevi will go ahead and establish his 3rd, and we'll probably see him putting up some sort of wall here soon. Maybe going for the planetary. He is going for the planetary here at the 3rd. I like that. Planetaries are pretty good. They're
he's gonna try and drop.
Ooh, the mind drag! The mind drag could be really good here.
Oh! That's a lot of kills.
Yeah, a tank, 2 tanks, and a Goliath there. That was so worth it for Nap. Nice little pickup there.
I remember when Artosis played Starbow the first time. He was really good at picking out, like making sure that if he pushed out his siege tank line, he would kill the spider mines that would be on top of them. That was from an earlier siege tank line, and that's definitely what Kalevi should have done there as well. That would have negated a lot of this damage. And it's kind of funny because when Artosis was doing his spider mines were really weak, so it didn't really matter. But now it really does, and much stronger now.
Nap, good job of leaving some Dragoons here at the 3rd. This group also... Ooh, this group does not have an observer with it! Ugh, loses 3 Dragoons to those mines! Ah... It hurts
being
my
very
soul.
cost efficient here for Kalevi, and he's getting, yeah, that sword base is well up and protected, and it's gonna be... Nap is just gonna have to play the expansion game and just take another one.
Ooh, nice little pick off here. Kalevi denies the probe that was going to be going out here to take the 4th, and he's also going to throw down some mines at the 4th. There's an observer, and these Dragoons will get to clean all this stuff up, but that 4th
first
will be kind of slower.
Spider-Man took like 6 Dragoon shots before one of them hit. That was like the most... that was like Hearthstone, man. It was like that RNG was real.
Oh, man. What is our Dr. Balanced? We need to figure out what Starbo's Dr. Balanced is. I think it's a Stalker.
Yeah, probably.
Alright, cool. Nap will go ahead and get this up. Vultures won't be able to do too much more harassment. We got photon cannons, we got Dragoons at all the bases. But those mines, always dangerous. Oh, keep that observer with those Dragoons. There you go.
That, for a little guy, that mine can pack a big punch.
Yeah.
So Nap is getting up the next. This is the 4th base is coming now. He's also trying to.
Oh, Kalevi's scan. Yeah, Kalevi's scan sees it though.
This is actually really good for Nap because it looks for Kalevi as this was going to be his 4th base. Oh, okay, never mind.
And we have a Warp Prism coming into the 3rd here of Kalevi. We got 3 Zealots who are going to go ahead and drop down here and do some harassment. Going to get a few SCVs. The Planetary does get activated though, but he's going to go ahead and try to pick off the individual SCVs. Very nice. Does lose them all, but gets a few more. And Nap has a 4-worker lead, and he's getting that 4th established. So very even game here from these two players still. One important thing, Nap has done a good job of keeping the spider mines clear. Kalevi only has 3 spider mines on this ramp as far as mining up the map. So that will help Nap later on in the game if he can continue to keep that clear. When you're trying to engage a Terran as they're pushing across the map and you're trying to get there and your Dragoons are just constantly having to shoot spider mines on the way there and it slows them down, it can be really obnoxious. It can be really beneficial for the Terran player. And it looks like Kalevi is going to go ahead and try to pressure this 4th with a pretty large force here. Now, Nap is getting a bunch of Templar actually. Now, what kind of Zealot numbers does he have? None right now. Okay, no Zealots will be pretty difficult, but if he can get... He will need some Zealots. You just have to have them.
This is a very interesting position from Kalevi here. He's actually starting to siege up very far back, and I guess it is to kind of protect his 3rd at the same time. His natural is a little bit vulnerable. There's actually a lot of siege tanks here still, though. So this is a very interesting push from Kalevi. I think now.
Oh no, these probes! Oh no, the probes. Okay. He saved a good number of them at least.
Is he gonna just sack this base?
His best option, it's a lot of pylons and cannons to lose, but I don't think there's any way he's going to be able to save it at this point. This tank spread is really, really good from Kalevi.
Yeah.
That is like actually perfect positioning.
Especially versus storms. Like, one storm will never hit 2 tanks here. It's just perfect, except for like the very back ones, but you don't get there. Oh, trying to get a High Templar with a Vultures.
It looks like Nap's might go for a bit of a counterattack. If he can attack over in this position, he can kind of protect his 4th as it is coming up, as he does have to change his plans and go for the other 4th.
Yeah, he needs to decide if he wants to actually defend or not, because right now it's just too late to defend. He shouldn't even engage this now. He made the same mistake last game. We tried to engage an army that
and loses a Templar in that War Prism as well. Doesn't even get this tank. This tank survives with 1 health.
And again, I don't think he has leg speed.
No, he does. He does.
I'm just retarded. That's okay.
No, that's alright. Okay, nice little pylon here. Going to try to wall this up, protect from vultures. But in the meantime, Nap has to start figure out some way. I don't know if he's going to try to attack this. Kalevi's starting to unsiege. Might be a good timing here. Oh, the high ground. The high ground. Okay, these Dragoons will clean up these 2 tanks eventually. And okay, now Nap does have the high ground here, and that's really important. He is going to be able to cut off these reinforcements and push into the 3rd. Kalevi's going to have to unsiege and come back for this.
Cutting off, but he's also getting
the tank's in the back position. Oh no, these Dragoons are really balled up. He's going to lose all of the Dragoons. Oh no, that was a lot of Dragoons. But here are the Storms. The Storms are good, but not enough to clean everything up, and these tanks survive for the most part. Low HP, yes, but they do survive. And Nap now at a 16 supply disadvantage. He is getting that 4th established though, and Kalevi is a long way from being able to pressure that again, so that will be critical. If Nap can get this saturated and start mining from it, he is down in the workers. Yeah, also, Nap has not started working up to any sort of Stargate tech. It's pure Gateway with Storm right now. A little bit of Warp Prism, but he's going to need some sort of Stargate play eventually, whether that be Arbiters or Carriers. Carriers are actually pretty good in this map. It's actually kind of interesting that Nap chose chose this map. Did I say map?
Yeah,
It's interesting that Nap chose this map because it is...
Map chose this map, yes.
Yeah, there's a lot of ramps, there's a lot of ridges, a lot of tight chokes. It's really good for meching terrain because of those siege tanks. They can hold positions forever on this map, but because of that, it's also pretty good for carriers. There's a lot of places for carriers to abuse the terrain, just like the siege tanks. So if Nap can get into the Stargate tech, he could do that, but so far not making a move to do so.
Oh, and now Kalevi's finding the other base and he's going to siege a period. It's a very small force, so Nap could deal with this if he just attacks from the right angle and gets a decent surround.
But here are the mines, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. Great job, Kalevi, especially how spread out these mines are.
Oh, wow.
They'll be able to take out a lot of... Zealots are only going to be able to get maybe 1 or 2 mines. He's going to have to use the Dragoons here.
Levy's just playing really, really well.
Yeah.
Like, I play a lot with him, and he usually doesn't care that much, but now this is a big tournament, and he's really stepping up his game right now. This is actually very interesting to see. Like, he is a good player, but like, I'm surprised still at the level that he's playing at right now.
Couple of Templar with full energy
better,
here. Now, I don't think that he has the energy upgrade for those. No, that's only in the test map, isn't it? Energy upgrade's not real yet, right? Here come the Zealots. Zealots will be able to get up on top of this.
In the game.
All right, and here come the... Oh, that's a good storm. That's going to help a lot against those tanks. Here come some Archons as well. Archon's not exactly always the best unit to use against mech because they do take full damage from both vultures.
The tank. Oh, this is a second part. That was really weird. I was sure there was a Zealot in there. Or I think Nap would have wanted the Zealot in there. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, the energy upgrade should be on the live version if I remember correctly.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, I guess I could check the... Well, I don't know. With this observing interface, I don't know if I can.
Yeah, that's what sucks.
No,
this
can't really
observer
see
interface.
that. I love everything else about this observer interface, but that's the one thing I don't.
Can't see all the icons and all the stuff. Yeah,
so Kalevi gonna go ahead and just get up
Titan reactor right now, Kalevi. So yeah, they are there.
Yeah. Okay. So Nap though,
yeah, he saved his base right now. Oh, there's a group of vultures though who's gonna come in and do some harassment, and he's gonna pick up some zealots. And vultures are so good at picking up zealots, and probably try and kill some of the probes. There is one Fulton cannon. Oh, almost the wall there with the pylon.
Almost. Nice. There are 2 cannons here. He's gonna try to get up a 3rd one. This many vultures against 2 cannons would be pretty close. I think he might be able to take out both of the cannons though. 10 vultures. Pretty reasonable amount of damage. Oh, Nap trying to get this up as a 5th. That's not going to happen though. Here come the vultures. No chrono boost on the cannons though. Oh, those probes need to fight. Oh, this is a huge battle here. I almost missed it. Okay, here come the Archons.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Nap is trying to... I think he's actually trying to deal with that 6 o'clock base from Kalevi, but he needs to clean up some army first. But here comes Kalevi.
Oh, the storm! That's a good storm. Takes out a lot of Goliath health there. Another really good storm. And those Goliaths not going to be able to fight very well. Here come the Archons, though. There's no Zealots, though.
Oh.
Is there any storm left? I don't think there's any storm left here. And these Dragoons are all going to go down.
I don't know why he continued to fight there with no storm. He should have just tried maybe send in some units to kill the 3rd or just pull back. And meanwhile, he's lost all his workers and now all the Dragoons at his 12 o'clock. So this is looking really bad for Nap, and Kalevi is pulling ahead way in supply at this point.
Once you're out of Zealots, the Dragoons really do need to back up. They really need that meat shield in front of them to soak the hits, because they just... Siege tanks in siege mode just evaporate Dragoons, really they do. 169 supply to 116 here for Kalevi. Kalevi looking to be in a really commanding position to move on to the next round. Nap fighting valiantly though, but just doesn't have the tech really to deal with this. It's just been Gateway the entire time. Been getting the upgrades and trying to expand when possible, but Kalevi's now going to shut down the 4th. Nap's other attempt at trying to get that 5th over here, once again denied. Nap can try to take down the 6 o'clock base. Looks like he's going to go for it again. He might be able to get it actually this time if he goes for it, but in the meantime, Mech Force at 12 o'clock, and Kalevi's also going to be expanding to the 9.
Doesn't really matter if, like, I don't think he can get this base, but even if he can, it doesn't really matter that much because, like, Protoss is still only on 3 bases, and his main is basically mined out, his natural's almost mined out, and he can only really make, like, he makes a lot of Archons just because he's so high on the gas income right now.
Right. Oh, these Vultures are going to pick up the Templar. They get one of them. A lot of energy. Get another Templar. Does get one storm down, but now the mech is able to arrive here and defend this. I liked what Nap did initially. He sent in 2 Zealots to bait out the Planetary Fortress activation. In Starbow, you do have to activate the Planetary Fortress in order for it to work. So he baited that out, then he was going to go back in, and now he is getting in there.
Oh, he's going to get some Mind Drive, so that's nice. But yeah, this is probably it. Is that a scout? No, that was a Wolf Prism. Like, oh wow.
Oh, but here's the mech. The mech is at the 3rd now. Going to take down the 3rd Nexus. And Nap is limited to 1 base economy. He's only got 38. Well, he's still got saved a lot of his probes at least. A lot of damage go down here. Might be able to pick off the science vessel. Very nice. Always good to get that. But the planetary, I think it's almost off cooldown, and here's the mech anyway. It doesn't even matter. We'll be cleaning that up. Nap also harassing this base down here, but the planetary does clean that up as well. Kalevi will be transferring workers. He's also got the 9 o'clock here, and Nap's going to go ahead and try to get the 3 again. Not ready to give up yet, but it's going to be nearly impossible. I hate to call games, but...
Yeah, this is... Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. Like, coming back from this as Nap right now is just incredibly difficult.
Yeah.
And
3-3 almost finished.
Kalevi sees it, and he's just gathering all his forces, except for a lot of his siege tanks. But he's gathering most of his forces to just go for a final blow to the natural hair. Now, Nap may be able to hold this because Kalevi isn't really bringing everything right now, but he doesn't really need to be honest.
Kalevi's staying safe. He's, making sure that he's safe from any sort of counterattacks. Actually, there's a bunch of tanks back home still, at both the natural and the third. But even this kind of smallish force, still probably bigger than what Nap has, so might just be enough.
Indeed.
So I'm just gonna try to get into position here. Still, I don't think we ever saw a Stargate come up here from Japanese base. No, never a Stargate, and that's really tough. Storm's great, but man, Arbiters plus Storm is even better.
Yeah, Arbiters, like when you have that much gas stored up too, when you made that many Archons, like that could have been Arbiters. Like I don't know if it would have mattered just because he's so far behind economically, but it would have been better than what he has right now. But he is denying this one base from Kalevi a lot. He's actually been denying Kalevi's economy quite a bit. Unfortunately though, Kalevi has pretty good thrust fund in his bank, so it doesn't matter too much at the moment. But if the situation was different on the map, it would have mattered much more. And Nap is gonna hopefully not push up that ledge. He needs to send in his reserves first. Oh.
Yeah, he wants to wait and force Kalevi to move into this. Now here come a bunch more Vultures and Goliaths. Yeah, and Kalevi's just gonna get the big old mech ball down here and make the push. Here come the mines, slowly sieging up some of the tanks to start leapfrogging forward here in a moment. Honestly, he doesn't even care about losing these Vultures. He's pretty much maxed. You can rebuild them for free because they're free. I mean, they cost 75 minerals. Here comes the final engagement here. Nap pushing in here. The Archons at the front. The Dragoons pulling back. The tank fire will take down all the Archons. It's only Dragoons. GG from Nap. Kalevi moves on to the round of 16.
Indeed, he does. Let me just... if you can chat for a second, I just need to check something real quick.
Yeah, absolutely.